Welcome to the BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel. In today's really fun video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make an amazing pastry cream that you can use in tarts, also in chocolate eclairs and cream puffs. So let's get on with the ingredients. 1.5 cups of milk, 4 egg yolks, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, and our last ingredient, 2 tablespoons of salted butter. So in this little mini series we have 3 videos. In video 1 I show you how to make the sweet pastry dough. Video 2, which we are doing now, we're going to do our pastry cream. And in video 3 we're going to assemble our fruit tarts using this pastry cream and our sweet pastry dough. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. Into a large bowl I'm going to add in the 4 egg yolks. So use a spatula so you can get everything in there. That's good. I'll add in my cornstarch. You don't have to sift it, but I am today. And just push that through. That's good. All of our granulated sugar. This mixture will get a little bit dry when you're mixing it, so I'm just going to add in a couple tablespoons of milk. That's good. Then grab a whisk and just get all of this incorporated. You can use an electric mixer as well, but today I'm using the whisk. I find this very relaxing and it's fun to use, so I'm just going to get some air into our mixture. So that looks really nice like that. Now I'm going to grab my milk and I'm going to pour it into a pot, and I'm going to heat this on the stove until I see a lot of steam coming off it. I want this extremely hot, and then we're going to add it to our mixture. So at this point I'm going to go to my stove and I'm going to stay with the milk, and I'm just going to gently stir it while it heats. I don't want to scald the milk and have any burning on the bottom of my pot. So here we are at the stove. You can see there's a lot of steam coming off the milk already, and I just want to keep this stirring. I've got it about a medium heat. You just want to get it hot, and at that point that's hot enough. I'm going to turn this off, and now we're going to head back over. So here's our milk. It's extremely hot. I'm just going to grab my whisk, take it out, and now at this point you want to really get this moving. And if this is your first time doing this, you might want to use an electric mixer because you'll get a lot of speed and a lot of air incorporated into the mixture. I do not want to make scrambled eggs. So first I want to make sure that it's all mixed, and now very, very, very slowly I'm going to start adding this in. You can see that the milk is extremely hot. I'm just going to keep stirring. So just a very slow stream. So basically what we're doing here, we are tempering the eggs. By slowly adding heat in, we are not shocking the eggs. Just turn, stir, 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 and you can see that's nice, and I can feel with my whisk there are no little pieces in there, and that's good. And that's perfect, like that. Now we're just going to take our pot, we're going to pour it all back in here, and then we're going to get it back onto the stove. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little portable stove right here. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm going to set that up, and then we're going to apply some heat into our pastry cream. So here I have my little mini stove. I'm going to get that on, and I've got a medium heat going. And now we are just going to continue the process. And at this point, as soon as I start introducing heat into our pot, I want to constantly be stirring because I don't want anything to burn. If you leave this for 30 seconds on a medium heat, you're going to start making scrambled eggs. So you want to just make sure that it's turning. You don't have to go crazy, but just a nice little stirring motion. Make sure that everything's moving around. So this is going to take a few minutes, and all of a sudden you're going to feel the mixture start thickening up. Once it gets thick, then we're going to add in our vanilla and our butter. So I'm going to keep stirring, and when it starts thickening up, I'm going to come back. This isn't even 2 minutes later, and all of a sudden you can see how thick this has become, and I'm actually lifting it right off my element now because there's a lot of heat in here. You want to just keep stirring. You can see how nice this is. Stir, stir, stir. That is really thick. I'm going to remove my little element. I'll get it on here. I'm going to add in our vanilla. And the reason why you add the vanilla later on is that you really want to taste that vanilla. If you put it in at the beginning, a lot of the actual essence of that vanilla can be boiled away and it won't be as prominent in the recipe. And then that little bit of butter, let's just pop that in there. That also helps in cooling down our pastry cream. And then you just want to just stir all of this together. You can see how easy this is. So just keep stirring. You just want to get all of that butter completely melted. And if you're 100% sure that you don't have, a lot of lumps or anything that's burnt, then you don't have to run this through a sieve. You can if you wish. This looks really good though. You can see it's very, very smooth. A lot of heat in here right now. And if you have an electric mixer, you're going to remove the heat a lot quicker than I am with my whisk here. So that's good. And then I'm going to get a bowl. Give this a little bit more of a stir. And then right into a bowl. So you don't want to let this sit in the hot pan. I'll move on camera here. Get everything out. And I will show you my pan, and you can see there is nothing burnt in there. And that is because I was constantly stirring. And you have to do this on a medium to low heat. If you see that it starts thickening up very quickly, remove it from the heat. Just lift it up from the actual element on your stove. And that will stop the introduction of heat into your pastry cream. Very, very important. So I think I did a really good job. That looks good. And I'm happy with that. And there we go. I'm going to grab a little bit of plastic wrap. And what I want to do is I don't want to cover my bowl. I want to actually come in contact with the pastry cream so that it doesn't form a skin. If you just put plastic on the top, you're going to have a skin forming on the pastry cream, and you don't want that. Just like that. At this moment, this is extremely hot right now. So at this point, I'm going to put my pastry cream into the fridge for a couple of hours to completely chill it down. And then, for the final part of our video, which will be part 3, we're going to use this pastry cream and the sweet pastry dough that we used in video 1, and we're going to assemble our little fruit tarts. So that's it for this video. If you want to see part 3 where we're actually going to be using this and assembling the fruit tarts, there's a link below this video in the description box. Click it and you will go directly to the final video in this little mini series. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. I really do appreciate that. If you're on Facebook, you can check me out, facebook.com/BakeLikeAPro. If you want to see written ingredients for this, it's on my Facebook page and also on my website, allrecipes123.com.